Hey, hi guys. I'm going to show you my foundation routine. Like right now, I don't have any makeup on, but it's gonna be quick because I'm about to go to work in like 20 minutes. But I use Revlon's Colorstay makeup, and this is for oily to combination skin, and it is so good. It doesn't really make your face oily, and if you do have natural oily skin, it's gonna peep through a little bit, but for the most part, it's good. And for my under eyes, I use MAC's Prep and Prime. It's not a concealer, it's pretty much a highlighter. But I use it, the highlighter boost, and it's called Light Boost actually. It's really good. When the girl first tried it on me, I was like, this is too light, because it's like extremely light, almost like my hand. But you have to set it using a powder, and I also use MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in Dark, which I'm running out. I hit pan like all over, but I'm still scraping by. But it's really good. Once you put it all together, it just coats your face. But I just start off by taking a stippling brush. And please don't judge me. I really need to clean this thing. It's about as dirty as they come, but it's just a little one. I believe I got it like CVS or Walmart in a little mineralized skin finishing pack. But I just, I don't really put it in my hand. I just take some and I put it on top of my brush, just a little bit. And I actually enjoy using a cream foundation or liquid foundation during the winter because it helps, it really does help keep your face a little bit moist. Well, for me it does, and it doesn't dry it out completely. But I just take it, I focus mostly on my cheeks. I don't put as much on my nose and my forehead because my forehead is a little bit darker, but I just really focus on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose because my nose is extremely oily. But you just push it in as much as you can. And this stippling brush is not as good as, I guess, a designer one because it does leave a little bit of streak. But after I just like roughly put some on, I take e.l.f.'s powder, flat top powder brush. And it just looks like this. It's extremely dirty too. And it's a flat top, like a kabuki brush. And after I just roughly put my foundation on with my stippling brush, I take my e.l.f. powder brush and just kind of smoothly put it in. And this is a key for foundation. It works good for liquid foundation or powder foundation. I use this brush for both, and it just gives your face a nice, even little smooth look to the point where it doesn't even look like you have on makeup. But I just like to smooth it around in circles, and it doesn't leave streaks. And to be, you know, not your designer brush, it's really good. It's soft. I believe it's like $6 off the e.l.f. website, but I got it in a pack. It was on sale for like $11 for maybe 10 brushes. That's normally $33, but always check for them. There's a bunch and bunches of sales. Then as I do that, I just take my MAC Prep and Prime Highlighter Boost pen. This is really good. A little bit goes a long way. And then I just it has a screw at the bottom, and you just screw just a bit up till you see it kind of produce some more product. And it's just like the Stila brushes, the lip glosses actually. And I just take some, and I don't use my finger yet, but I just put it underneath my eye. And you put as much as you want, but since I'm just going to work, I'm just going to be a little bit light-handed with it. And just go underneath your eye. And this creates that really kind of Kim Kardashian-esque high cheekbones. I have slightly high cheekbones, but they really pop once I do this. And just get as close underneath your eye. And then I just take my finger, just my index finger and my middle finger. I'll actually just use my middle finger. Well, no, my index finger. I'm slow today. And just take your finger and just tap it. Like, I don't really push it under, but I just tap it. And this helps, the warmth from your finger helps melt it and just kind of blend it in. And I enjoy using my finger a little bit more than a brush, because with your finger you kind of can feel when it's soaking into your skin and when the product is drying. And it doesn't create a lot of streaks as a normal like concealer brush would. And once it starts drying and really kind of absorbs into your skin, it has this powder feel. And then underneath your eyes, it's gonna look like really light, but don't get alarmed by that, because once you finish your face off with your powder, it just looks stunning. I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. And this is not like my going out makeup routine. It's just, I wear this literally every day, but it's amazing because it really highlights your face. And like it is, it's a highlight booster. It gives your face like an instant lift. But I'm just gonna put a little bit more underneath this eye. And I like to focus a little bit downwards. You see how I'm like creating almost how I want my face to be lifted. And it's really really beneficial. And I'll probably do a contouring video to show you how I contour my face. But yep, this, all you have to do is just blend it in with your finger a few times. And don't worry about it being like an even coat, because it'll blend once you put your powder on. And afterwards, it should look like this. You should see the lightness underneath your eyes and really kind of look like a cat almost. But then you take your finishing powder, and like I said earlier, I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural, and this is dark. You can use whatever you want to use, but any sort of powder, but don't use a white powder to set your makeup. Use a color one, because that really will take away all the lightness underneath your face. And just get as much as you like on your brush. I have to really dig, because I'm technically done with this, but a MAC is not really close to where I live, so I have to wait to go get one, or just pick up like the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I heard that's pretty good, so I might have to try that out. But just put as much as you need on the brush. It's not that much. And just hit your face. And I like to focus on my cheeks first and work my way up to my eyes. And just blend it all in. And close your eyes and look up so you can really get underneath your eyes. But make sure you really hit your powder with this product, because you don't want to go out in public with extremely white underneath your eyes, scaring people. Okay, and just get as much as you need on the brush. I'm in need for some more MAC Mineralized Finish powder. And just look up and really work this stuff into your face. And at first I was using concealer, and I didn't like the way it looked because it's a little bit light underneath my eyes. And for MAC, I think I'm a NW45, and I use like an NW40 as concealer underneath my eyes. And it was just appearing a little bit white to me. And I was telling the lady, like, I just don't like the way this looks. And she told me with my skin, I don't really have that much dark spots underneath my eyes, and I don't really need concealer. It's like times when I'm running off to class, like I don't have time to put liquid makeup on and make sure it's blended. Like, I just put on powder, and I want to put a little concealer to cover up the dark spots. I'm studying all night and go. So if you don't suffer from really bad skin to the point where you think you need a full cover up, just take some kind of skin powder and use the highlighter boost underneath your eyes and go. And it looks stunning, and you don't have that much stuff on your face. Alright, so I just took that and just put it on your face. Make sure you hit your nose and your forehead, but focus too for your eyes, and just make sure all that stuff is covered up. And technically, I am all done. And this is just how I like to really just powder my face. Like, nothing too fancy. I don't like the dewy look because, like I said, I naturally have really oily skin. Towards the winter, it's not as bad, but I still suffer from oily skin. But I just like to have that kind of matte look. I don't really go for the glowy, but I do kind of put a little bit of like a bronzing powder, not a bronzing powder, but a highlighter powder on my cheekbones to make them kind of pop more when the lights hit it. But this is just basically my bare face without blush, eyeliner, mascara, anything. So this is my foundation routine. I hope you guys like it, and try it out and see how you like the highlighter boost, because it's really good, and it's great even for girls of color. We can wear the really light underneath our eyes and don't have to worry about it and be nervous. But try the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter booster. I think it runs you about $22. It's quite a bit, but you get this much product, so you don't use as much as you would like a foundation or a powder, so it's worth it. And I've had it for about a month now, and I don't think I'm nowhere near being done. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and just comment and rate and subscribe.